Hi children, good morning. I am M. Anthony, Physical Science Faculty, DAV Public School, Dr. NTTPS. Children, in the last class we discussed some of the concepts related to matter around us. So our lesson is matter around us. In that we discuss 5 concepts and I am now going to further. So here, as we discussed in the last class diffusion, let me recall back once again what is diffusion. Diffusion is spreading of molecules and atoms. Once again my dears, I am telling, diffusion means spreading of molecules or atoms. This we are going to see with different experiments now. So our first experiment is diffusion of two gases. Diffusion of two gases. Here in this experiment, the things required is 1 meter long narrow tube. This is 1 meter long narrow tube like this, and at the end there will be rubber cocks, here one as well as at the last another one here like this, and two chemicals. What are they? Hydrochloric acid as well as ammonia, and two cotton pieces. What we have to do in this experiment is take two cotton pieces. One is dipped into hydrochloric acid and the second one which is dipped into ammonia. Now at the same time, on both the ends of the narrow glass tube we keep two cotton pieces simultaneously. Means at the same time we have to keep at this end as well as at this end. My children, remember that the first cotton piece is dipped in HCl, hydrochloric acid. The second cotton piece is dipped in ammonia. Usually we know that in the laboratory HCl is volatile in nature, means evaporation takes place. HCl itself evaporates, as well as ammonia is highly evaporated liquid. So when we dip into two chemicals like this and keeping two cotton pieces both the ends like this, from this side ammonia gas release takes place and start to travel. At the same time, from this side HCl vapors start to travel. These HCl vapors and ammonia vapors meet at this point, in particular point like this. So thereby, because of the HCl and ammonia, ammonium chloride formation takes place. How can we observe that? By seeing a white fume ring structure formation takes place. It is a cloud like white fume ring formation takes place. So thereby we understood that these two gases are joining here like this. So children, observe the diagram carefully. From ammonia it is traveling like this. From ammonia it is traveling like this, as well as from HCl it is traveling like this. You see the distance from HCl to this particular point is very short distance, as well as from ammonia this distance is very longer one. That means ammonia gas traveled more distance when compared with the HCl vapors. That means gases travel. That is what we call it in earlier discussion we come across diffusion. So ammonia is getting diffusion as well as HCl also getting diffusion. As they are traveling and meeting at particular point, their ammonium chloride formation takes place. So with this, let us generalize like this: different gases diffuse with different rates. Different gases diffuse with different rates. Here in this case, ammonia traveling diffusion is more and HCl diffusion is less. So our conclusion is different gases diffuse with different rate of diffusion. Okay, my dears, come to the next concept. So our next concept is there exists space between particles. To prove this thing, we have a small activity. What is the activity? See there in the figure. Here we have taken a beaker. In that we have certain amount of water in that, and soon after taking this, just mark the level of the water. Then with another beaker take some salt to get facilitation to mix with the water. With the spoon from that beaker, add some salt to this beaker. That means you are mixing salt to the water. Children, remember, before adding salt, you know the level of the water. Now you are adding salt to that. Add 2 spoonful of salt to the water. After addition of this salt, see the level of the water again. You will notice that there is no change in the level of the water. But we added some extra volume to that now in the form of salt. That should the level should rise up, but it is not rising. What is the reason behind? These salt molecules occupies the space in between water molecules. That means what we can say, water molecule in between the water molecules there is certain space. In that space, this NaCl salt, NaCl molecules are occupying that particular space. So with that, what we can say? So our title is that. Our title is, come on, there exists space between particles. So with that experiment, what we can say, even in the liquids or gases, there will be a space, empty space. So with that experiment, we conclude there exists space between particles. Now let's go to the third concept. Effect of temperature on change of state. My dear children, in the last concept we come across that matter having 3 different states, and on each state the temperature takes an important role to change its state. To prove that, we have a small experiment here like this. See the experimental arrangement in the first figure. See, there is a spirit lamp. Ice cubes are taken in a beaker, and we are keeping a glass rod to rinse, and by the side of that thing a thermometer also taken. So when we start to heat with the spirit lamp, these ice cubes start to melt. Here particularly you have to remember one point here. By the time you are starting heating with the spirit lamp, you have to note down different temperature for every 30 seconds. When you are heating, note down first in the beginning itself, note down the temperature. What is the reading of the thermometer? Then after, these ice cubes start to melt because of heat of fusion, and after some time it comes to the liquid state, that means water state. Ice cubes liquid state is water. When it comes into the water, there also at a different place, different timings, you have to note down the temperature. And when you are go on heating like that, this water start to boil, and this boiling gives water vaporization takes place. So at different places, different stages, we are noting down the temperatures in the thermometer. So that means as the temperature changes, you will observe that. So for any experiment, after doing the experiment, what we observe, what is our inference, has to discuss. Our inference in this experiment, our conclusion with this experiment is that as the temperature is rising, the state of matter also changing. So when it is in certain temperature, the ice cubes is coming to water, liquid state, and when you are going on heating, the temperature still rises. As the temperature rises, this water, whatever liquid, is coming to the vapor state. This takes place so that effect of temperature on state takes place in day to day in day to day life also. So my dear children, once again come to the concept and remember once again. So even we take solid state cubes, because of heating the cubes coming to the liquid state and then vapor state. For each 30 seconds we are noting down the temperature, that you will understand that as the temperature rising, the state of matter also changing. So let us recall back the important points once again. The first concept is matter around us. In that we discussed about diffusion and a laboratory experiment which explains about diffusion by taking two chemicals, hydrochloric acid as well as ammonia, and we did the experiment nicely, so that ammonium chloride formation taking place. So because of the meeting point of HCl vapors and ammonia vapors, we conclude that different gases diffuse with different rate of diffusion. Next, we came to know that there exists a space between particles by doing a simple experiment, mixing salt with the water. Even if you mix the salt with to the water, the level of the water will not rise up. Next, we have seen that effect of temperature on changes of state. In our experiment, the solid state cubes came to the water, and water still, when we are going on heating, coming to the vapor state. So state of material changing with the effect of temperature. So with this I conclude this today's session. Thank you.